that looked to Rice like the first fastball coming inside, and it just falls off the table.
Ball and 2 strikes to Rice. Valencia sets. Takes all the time he can. Plenty of time. Now delivers. And did he go? Yes, he did. Tried to check. Couldn't do it. Another slider. And Rice strikes out.
That was about a 70% swing from Rice. Tried to hold up, knew he didn't, and couldn't quite offer. 91 on the slider after he went 100 with the fastball.
You got to guess one or the other. And you got to look out for the express, and here comes that local. Well, here's Goldschmidt. And right down the middle for a call strike. And that one came in at 101. Whoa. Well, this guy can throw some heat. Doesn't look like he's even trying either. So effortless. Another one right down the middle. And this time a slider at 89, and Goldschmidt is in an 0-2 hole, and the Yankees are down to their final strike.
And Goldschmidt's knees buckled right there. That's the difference right there. 101 versus 89.
Valencia delivers. High. Fastball, 99. Ball and 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. Bellinger looking for another at-bat if Goldie can extend the ball game. A lot of Cub fans on their feet here. Valencia's pitch. Swung on and hit in the air. Right field. On comes Suzuki. Makes the catch. The ball game is over. And the Chicago Cubs take 2 out of 3 over the weekend. They beat the New York Yankees this afternoon by the final score of 4-1. So we have arrived at the All-Star break. The Yankees will go to Atlanta or their desired destinations with a record of 53 up, 43 down, 10 games over 500 with 66 left to play, Emmanuel. And on the homestand, it ends up 4-2, but they lose the series to Chicago, and now
contract for a while. Some guys who aren't. 1 ball, 2.
And then the 4th inning comes along, and he could not throw a strike.
And there's a pitch that's low on Perdomo right there. And he just got hit by that pitch.
Yeah, this is a curveball that ends up getting him right on that back left foot.
Tried to get out of the way, but couldn't. So he is a 2-out base runner. They're going to check him out before he gets to first base. Josh Naylor, the cleanup batter, will be the next hitter. So Soriano is hoping for a clean inning, but he's going to have to face at least 4 batters.
Feels good. Left hand's got a little bruise on it, and now so does the foot.
It looked like it did bounce right before, so not quite full impact on that left foot of Perdomo.
That gives a chance for Naylor to take his swings with 2 outs and the top of the first inning. A little bit of a breeze blowing out towards the left center power alley. And now the big fellow Soriano, he throws. And Naylor, high chopper to first. It's the pitcher who scoops it up, and he will run it into the end zone, that being first base, with a 1 unassisted. And that'll do it for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the first inning. No runs or hits. A hit.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. Beats Python.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Fry's shoppers. You never compromise. Fry's. Fresh for everyone.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Zach Neto leads off the bottom of the first inning. D-backs have yet to retire Neto in the first inning of games this series. On Friday he homered, last night he singled, and today it's Merrill Kelly's turn as the right-hander makes his 20th start of the season. Kelly into his wind, and the first pitch is taken all the way for a strike. 92, bottom of the zone.
We've seen these Angels be very aggressive in the first couple of innings to the fastball.
And now the pitch is off the mark. 1 ball and 1 strike. Neto, 15 first-half homers, 33 driven in. One of the more powerful and productive leadoff hitters in the game. As now Kelly's 1-1. Taken inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Neto used to have a monster leg kick. He's now changed that this year. He just gets his front foot down, gets that toe down very early.
Now the 2-1. That's outside. And Kelly is falling behind. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And I talked to Neto yesterday during batting practice, and he said that just pitchers were trying to mess with his timing with the huge leg kick, so now he just goes 2-strike approach the entire time.
3-1. And Neto looks at a called strike. Another strong performance by Merrill Kelly against the Padres, who went 7 innings, allowed 1 run against San Diego. The 3-2 pitch. And that's outside, leadoff walk. So Neto will reach safely in all 3 games of this series in his first at-bat. And that brings up Nolan Shanuel, who has proven to be a very difficult out for these Diamondbacks across the first 2 games of this set.
He has really just put together quality at-bats. Yesterday, 3 hits and a walk. First game, 3 hits and a walk. He has just been a very consistent, patient hitter.
6 for 8, as you mentioned, with a double. 2 runs scored, and now he swings and rolls that first pitch foul. I'm not going to lie, when a couple of years ago he was called up to the majors after 22 games, I thought the Angels were doing angel things that has kind of kept him where they've been for the last 10 years. But I was dead wrong. He is a really just quality hitter. He's just doing it in a first baseman's frame. As the 0-1 up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. If this guy were a center fielder or a shortstop, you would think, yeah, this is kind of what you expect. But at first base, high average, medium power. It's not low power, but he's not going to hit 30, 40 bombs a season.
No, certainly not. I think that if he gets a little more power, you could see him maybe get to 20.
And now the pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. A unique batting stance. It's not quite Craig Counsell, but almost like a Juan Gonzalez, the way the bat is reached way up there in the air. Puts his hands over his head as he waits for the pitch. And now the 2-1. Swung on, hard hit to second. Alexander has it, throws to Perdomo. That's 1. On to first, that's 2. Nicely turned, 4-6-3 double play initiated by Alexander. And now there are 2 outs and nobody on for Mike Trout.
Yeah, I love that play by Alexander right there. He's playing over in the hole a little bit. He's got to go to his left, and he's got to spin and fire a long throw to Perdomo. Hits him right in the chest to make that easy turn to first.
Right-handed hitter Mike Trout. First pitch to him. And that is a strike. These two were teammates for Team USA back in 2023, the United States group that got all the way to the championship against the eventual winners, Japan. Here's the 0-1. And Trout takes slow and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
Man, that was the epic final at bat of a WBC. Trout versus Ohtani, down by 1, Team USA.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that is low. What an event, a tournament that was for the game of baseball. I think Major League Baseball has struggled to reach a larger global audience in the way the NFL and the NBA has. As now that pitch is inside, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. But the semifinal matchup between Japan and Mexico, obviously the championship game between the United States and Japan. I mean, the video that just showed how many people in Japan in the morning that were watching that game, whether it's the airport, the mall, as that 3-1 is inside. It'll be another walk issued by Kelly, his second of this first inning. And with 2 outs, it brings up Taylor Ward.
Yeah, the WBC, I think you see the effects now as you have some American big-name guys committing, right? You have Aaron Judge committed. You have Bobby Witt Jr. committed for the next one. So we got a lot of big names already saying, yeah, we want to be a part of this in the years to come.
First pitch, and that is off the plate for ball 1. Some of the Americans that have already committed: Mike Trout once again, Aaron Judge going to be the captain of Team USA, Mookie Betts, Paul Skeens, Nathan Eovaldi. We are hopeful Corbin Carroll will be invited and accept as well. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. Check swing and no swing, 2-0 the count. That is purely speculative, though. No one said anything. One of many wishes I have, dunking a basketball, probably not going to come true, but the Corbin Carroll one might.
There's a better chance, at least, of the Corbin Carroll one coming.
And now the 2-0 pitch. Ward swings and misses. And the count is 2-1. 21 homers, 65 RBIs for Ward. He's been held relatively quiet in this series. As now Kelly a peek at first as the righty comes set. And the 2-1 pitch. Ward takes high, ball 3, 3-1. And Merrill Kelly has now thrown 19 pitches in this first inning, Tuffy. He's thrown 13 of them out of the zone.
Yeah, this is not a very Merrill Kelly-like first inning, but that double play ball was huge, and he's still got a chance here to get out of it without any damage. Just got to get back right here with a strike.
The 3-1. And there's a strike, 3-2.
Painted down and away. That ball, it doesn't get any more of a pitcher's pitch right on the outside corner at the knees.
Full count, Trout going to be off and running. No score, bottom of the first, the payoff. And that's dropped in there for strike 3. Ward knew it. The inning comes to an end. He struck him out on a changeup. And so for Merrill Kelly, 2 walks, a strikeout, and a man left on base. But we go to the second scoreless of the Morgan & Morgan D-backs.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal, and I played with Eddie, and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards, and I know.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today. This young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's prime time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Hope.org.
On July 21st, the D-backs host Jose Altuve and the Houston Astros at Chase Field for a 3-game series. Secure your tickets now at dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Top of the second, Gino Suarez leads off. Third baseman had 2 homers in the ballgame last night. First pitch here, and Suarez actually fouls it on a check swing to the backstop, and the count is 0-1. Talking Stick Resort, playcation is back. Stay and play with rates as low as $129. Now the 0-1. Suarez takes a really good breaking ball for a strike. He thought that was a fastball that was ready to ring his bell, and instead just cut right back into the strike zone.
That's the knee buckler.
The 0-2 is grounded to third, backhanded by Moncada, and the throw just pulls Shanuel off the bag, and he goes down lame, and now rises to his feet. It looked like maybe a bit of a groin issue. He was grabbing the inside of his thigh, and now he seems to be okay.
Certainly grabbed at his leg like he hurt something, and not sure what happened, but yeah, just pulled him off the bag.
He's doing a little bit of stretching over there. We'll monitor him. It is going to be an E5 for Moncada. That is error number 5 on the season. And it brings up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Soriano ready, the first pitch. He squares to bunt and takes a firecracker low for ball 1. 98 on the outer edge. There's the 1-0 pitch. Gurriel shoots a hard ground ball up the middle. It deflects to the second baseman, Rengifo, who goes to Neto for 1 and on to first for 2. A pinballing 1-4, 6-3 double play, and a tough break for the Diamondbacks.
Man, you feel a little snake bit when things like this happen, right? You have a ball that goes off a pitcher many times, deflects for a hit. This one ends up going directly at Rengifo, and it almost makes the double play easier because it slows down and he doesn't have to do a backhand flip to Neto.
Wipe away the error, and now Alec Thomas takes a first pitch strike. And the count 0-1. Thomas 5 homers, 25 RBIs. Average hovering right around 250. And this 0-1 is low and in. 1-1 the count.
That is just another reason why Soriano can be so tough. That fastball, he gets a ton of ground balls with as much sink as he has on it.
And that pitch is low. Soriano had a great month of May, a 2.34 ERA. The one thing, though, that has been a problem for him, it's been the walks. That month, he somehow worked around 19 walks while only having 23 strikeouts, as that one is swung on and fouled. A 1.56 ERA, a 2.73 opponent average. I mean, that's just a numerical way of saying this guy is giving away free base runners. Guys are getting hits off him, and he still had one of the best ERAs of the month. As the 2-2 swung on, rolled over to the right, and Rengifo, no deflection needed, fields and throws to first in time. And for Jose Soriano, he faces the minimum despite the error made by Moncada.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's Pronto.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
The slide.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob.
Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Joe Adell leads off the bottom of the second inning. No score. Adell, Moncada, and then it is going to be the catcher, Ohapi, as this pitch is dropped in there low for ball 1. Kelly tried the curveball but missed. A lot of pitches out of the strike zone for Kelly in that first. He walked 2, got to another full count as this 1-0 pitch. Adell swings and sends a looping liner foul right side.
We saw Adell yesterday hit a pretty big double for the Angels in the 4th inning out to right center field.
And the 1-1, that is taken for a strike, a corner kisser by Kelly. And the count 1-2.
Other than that, Joe Adell been very quiet this series. Couple of strikeouts the first night, another one last night.
Now let's keep it that way. As the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Adell strikes out. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Kelly going to the end of the first inning.
That's a beautiful job of pitching right there. He got him slowed down early in the count on the curveball, and here just went 93 with the cutter on the outside corner.
Merrill Kelly, if you are a young pitcher, if you're a parent that has kids that want to pitch high school, college, and beyond, as the first pitch is taken inside for ball 1, watch the way Merrill Kelly pitches. There's an emphasis on location and movement without having to try and max out velo. 1-0, swing and a miss. After missing inside, drops the changeup outside, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
To your point about location, you can go and look up heat maps of where Merrill Kelly's location is online. And I tell you what, you look at where his changeup is it almost exclusively down and away to the lefty, right? Or down and into the righty. You look at the cutter, it is almost exclusively into the lefty. He commands each pitch so well.
The 2-1. Ground ball, first base side. That'll sneak foul. Kelly has gone inside, outside, outside, inside. And Moncada right now, he didn't know where Kelly's going next.
Yeah, he's used that cutter in to pull a strike foul. He could really elevate right here if he wanted, or just go right back to the changeup, down and away.
And the 2-2. Oh, just missed. Fastball outside. And the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to freeze him with that. Either it was a four-seamer or a cutter down and away. Tried to freeze him looking.
Here's the payoff pitch, and Moncada takes outside. That's another walk. And for Kelly, number 3 issued here in the first inning and 3rd.
Well, he's just barely missing. I mean, he hasn't been that far off on these walks, but I mean, give the Angels hitters credit. They are not fishing very much today.
Ohapi, 17 homers, 37 RBIs. He's got the second most homers of any primary catcher in baseball. And that is a strike to him on the first pitch. Cutter that time from Kelly, and the count 0-1. No score. Bottom of inning number 2 here in Anaheim. And now the 0-1. Ohapi takes low. Next year, Angel Stadium is going to be in its 60th season as being the home for the Angels since they moved from Los Angeles over to Anaheim. And the 1-1. Ohapi pulls it foul. 1-2 the count. It is the 4th oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball, behind Wrigley, Fenway, Dodger Stadium. 1-2 now. And Kelly, he deals. swung on, deflected foul by the right-hander. And the count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
Hoppe, a guy who does not walk very much. The other night when he started in game 1, had 2 walks in the same game. He seems to be feeling a little bit better at the plate lately after talking to him yesterday.
And the 1-2. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Part of the issue might have been the catching side of things. After hearing him say he's been going back and forth behind the plate, he's been hearing a lot from people, hey, you need to do 1 knee, 2 knees up. You need to go back to the other knee down. It's been affecting him at the plate as well.
2-2, strike 3 called. A late reaction by the home plate umpire. But Kelly gets his 3rd strikeout and his 2nd looking punchy of the outing.
There's a backdoor sinker right here, 94. Might have got the benefit of this call right here, but I tell you what, that is a pitcher's pitch, down and away on the black at the knees.
And that brings up Lamont Wade Jr. Started with the Giants. He got DFA'd and is still kind of struggling to hit. Left-handed hitter, first pitch, and it's inside, and I believe it hit the knob of the bat.
Yeah, that was loud, just like it sounded like it hit the knob, and also he didn't react like it hit him at all.
That's a break for Kelly. You go from 1 second thinking you just drilled a guy, and instead you are rewarded with an 0-1 count.
Just started his swing and tried to pull his hands back away and right off the knob.
Here's the 0-1. Wade swings at this one and lifts it in the air, but foul left side. Kelly at 0-2. Chris Garagiola alongside Tuffy Gosewich. A warm, windy day here at the Big A. Kelly from the stretch is 0-2. And Wade swings and fouls it. 167 hitter with just the home run in his combined time with the Giants and the Angels this year.
Had a couple of really good offensive seasons the last 2 years prior to 2025 with those Giants. Very productive for them.
0-2. Outside from Kelly, who is now sitting at 40 pitches. A ball and 2 strikes. Started with the Twins, and then that logjam of outfielders got sent over to the Giants. 1-2 pitch. Rolled over to second, and routine for Alexander. He gloves and sidearms one to first in time. The inning is over, and for the Angels, no hits or runs, a walk and a man left. And after 2, we're scoreless.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
Bear down for U of A night at Chase Field on July 22nd. This special event ticket pack includes a lower level ticket and a co-branded U of A cap. Visit dbacks.com/U of A.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovullo talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
With Boost by Fry's VIP, win game day with free grocery delivery, 2 times fuel points and more. Visit friesfood.com/boost today. Lace Alexander leads off the top of the 3rd inning and is greeted with a first pitch strike at 97 miles an hour. 0-1 the count. As now this one is swung on, ripped into right field. A ground ball base hit past the dive of Shanuel.
That was nicely done right there by Blaze. He takes this sinker that's away, and he does hit it on the ground, but, I mean, he smokes this ball. 110 off the bat right there. Shanuel, no chance to get to this one.
It brings up Jose Herrera. And how big or small will the Diamondbacks try and play this inning out? Herrera squares and takes outside for ball 1. Top of the order on deck in Corbin Carroll. This is not an easy guy to bunt off of. It's firm velocity with movement. And now the 1-0 pitch is bunted foul. Not enough teams, especially early in the game, Tuffy, I think place an emphasis on their starting pitchers. If a guy is going to sacrifice bunt someone into second in the 2nd or 3rd inning, just take the out. And that means throwing a strike. Here's the 1-1. And that is off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. You can even take something off it. They're giving you an out. They're gift wrapping it. They're putting your name on it.
And you said the key right there. You just have to throw a strike. Go ahead. You're going to take it. Moncada's playing way in right here.
The 2-1. And that's nowhere close, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. It's incredible. I mean, and it's nothing against Soriano. We see this all the time across Major League Baseball.
It happens all the time. And sometimes you wonder, you know, I've talked to pitchers before and they think like, oh, when the guy squares around, it kind of messes with them visually. But that's just an excuse, really.
3-1 is bunted towards first, but that goes bouncing foul. And Herrera kind of lost the angle of the bat that time as it's 3-2.
And that's, I mean, 98 miles an hour down, and it's got so much movement on it. It is absolutely tough to bunt, but you see why the D-backs are doing it. As many ground balls as Soriano gets.
Long hole, now a throw to first, and Alexander back in there with a dive. Well, there's no way Herrera is going to square this time. And so now it's up to Soriano to try and land a strike.
There's a big hole over there at shortstop with Neto playing way up the middle.
He squares, and he bunts it right back to the pitcher, who calmly throws to first. And what a nice job by Jose Herrera. That takes a little gumption to be able to pull that off with 2 strikes. And he did it beautifully.
Yeah, that was ideal right there. Over there between pitcher and first base, and didn't bunt it too hard. Blaze able to get to second easily. 3-2 bunt, not easy.
Now let's see if Carroll can cash in with the RBI opportunity. As this first pitch grounded up the middle, that's where Neto was waiting. And he calmly throws to first in time. Blaze gets to third on the play. And there are now 2 men down and an RBI opportunity in the hands of Jake McCarthy.
That just backs up your point about why do more starting pitchers not just take the out, right? Because you have a guy on second. Yes, he's in scoring position, but you get a ground ball in the next play or a punch out. Now you got 2 outs and the guy's still in scoring position, but you only need 1 more.
First one to McCarthy. Backdoor breaking ball misses outside. There's a lot of information and there's a lot of differing opinions about bunting guys over, especially early in the game. And they're usually talking about run expectancy, as this 1-0 pitch is too high. And what the basic math says, understandably, when you give away outs, when you commit outs, the odds of scoring many runs goes down. However, the D-backs are not looking for many runs in this situation. They're looking for a run, a more binary way of looking through the lens. The 2-0 high chopper first hit the leg of McCarthy and then goes skipping towards Rengifo. A foul ball to make it 2-1.
And every situation early in the game is not the same, right? You have Jose Herrera up, a guy who hits a good amount of ground balls against a ground ball pitcher. I mean, that is the perfect recipe for a double play, right? So let's take the double play out of the situation and move a runner over.
A great way of putting it. And now the 2-1. Check swing. McCarthy, did he hold? Yes. And now he is ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Now let's see if McCarthy can maybe kind of do what Blaze Alexander did. And let's take one of those sinkers and rocket it to the opposite field.
Easier for lefties to do as well when it's running away from them.
Now the pitch grounded up the middle, and it's snagged by the pitcher. He will underhand to first. The inning comes to an end, and though the D-backs get a leadoff hit, they cannot score. We go to the bottom of the third. Angels and D-backs knotted up at 0-0 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio.
The logistics to get their products to market. The components we distribute are likely in the products you use and depend on every day, from your car to your household appliances. Avnet, delivering what's next in technology distribution. Visit avnet.com to learn more.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Luis Rengifo, the 9-hitter for the Angels, leads off the bottom of the third inning. We are scoreless on a beautiful sunny day here in Southern California. Kelly is ready. And first pitch, Rengifo, he takes a strike, and with that, Merrill has now officially thrown more strikes than balls, 22-21.
A very un-Merrill-like first inning got him behind in that count.
Swinging a foul by Rengifo. Swung at a pitch that nearly hit him right in the kneecap. And the count is 0-2. He might have fouled it into his kneecap, matter of fact.
It was going to hit him in the kneecap, and then he swung and also, yes, hit it into the kneecap.
And now very gingerly takes a long walk around the dirt. He's basically begging for his trainer to come out and check on him. And now squats. And I respect it. No trainer coming out as he continues to massage his wounded leg.
I think he's going to stay in there somehow.
Kelly is ready, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and a jam shot liner to right. Routine for Carroll as he moves to his right and tracks it down. A 1-up, 1-down start here in the bottom of the third.
That's exactly what Merrill needs right now. He has the high pitch count. He's up to 45 now. He's done a good job of eliminating damage, even though he has 3 walks. But to go deep into this ball game, he's going to need a couple of quick innings here.
Top of the order in Neto, first pitch. And Neto takes slow for ball 1. He was one of 3 walks issued by Kelly first time through the order. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. And now Kelly is ready and is 1-0. Neto takes outside for ball 2.
Yeah, that first time through the lineup, 3 walks, 3 punch outs as well, right? A couple of ground balls to second.
2 balls, no strikes. And Neto takes ball 3. Goodness.
That looked like a take all the way right there, because that was a nasty changeup, just barely below the strike zone.
And that's ball 4. 2 walks for Neto, 4 issued by Kelly today. And there is 1 on and 1 out for Shanuel. Well, the draft is tonight. Tuffy, the Angels hold the 2nd overall pick. Meanwhile, the Washington Nationals have the 1st overall pick in this one after just firing their general manager about a week ago. And now throw to first, back there safely as Neto. Ball got away from Naylor, but not far enough to do anything. Diamondbacks will have the 18th overall selection. Shanuel ready, and the first pitch is in there for a strike.
This year's a little different in the draft. There's not a consensus, hey, this is the #1 pick, a Paul Skeens kind of guy, but it is a much deeper draft than they've seen in recent years.
And now that one is another throw to first again. Neto back in there safely. The last time the Diamondbacks kind of had a middle-of-the-order first-round draft pick, you got to go back to 2019, which is a very successful draft for him because with the 16th pick, they chose an outfielder named Corbin Carroll. As that pitch is a strike.
I'd say that was a good pick. It's always such a crapshoot with the draft. I mean, you're getting kids sometimes out of high school, right? You just don't know how that's going to translate into the big leagues. Obviously, you can see athleticism and pitches, but you just don't know how it's going to translate on the field.
Now the pitch lifted in the air, foul. And the count 0-2. Diamondbacks with their 2020 first-round pick took Bryce Jarvis. In 2021 with the 6th overall pick, they took Jordan Lawler. The 2nd overall pick in 2022, the D-backs selected Drew Jones. Tommy Troy, the first-round pick in 2023. As this one swung on, that's lifted high in the air, left center field, and Thomas is moving back. And he makes the catch. Neto going to try and tag from first, and he does so successfully. Good base running. Will move himself into scoring position. And an RBI chance now for Mike Trout. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd.
Nicely done right there by Merrill against Shanuel, who's really been swinging the bat well this series to get that 2nd out. Now you got a base open. You got Mike Trout up. So I think he walked him the first time, but I think he's going to continue to be a little more careful here in this situation.
0-0 our score. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. And here's the pitch. Trout takes a strike.
Painted a fastball in right there. Just catches the corner.
0-1 the count. And Kelly, a look at second. Now he comes to the plate. And Trout takes a 2nd strike. That one at the top of the zone. And the count is 0-2.
Back-to-back 4-seam fastballs right on the inside corner to Mike Trout. See if he goes down and away here, or if maybe he tries to go changeup underneath the hands of Trout. He's gone in twice. See if he tries to slow it down in there.
0-2. Swung on and fouled. Kind of a 3/4 punch swing from Trout. Just trying to get back to ball. Meanwhile, for Merrill, he's up to 55 pitches. It is a bit of a bloated pitch count. Vastly different than his last start against the Padres, where he was sub 90 pitches in the 7th inning. Another 0-2. Trout rips a line drive, base hit to left. Charging McCarthy, a friendly bounce for him. He comes up firing to the plate. It's cut off, and the Angels take a 1-0 lead on a 2-out single by Mike Trout.
This a bullet right here for Mike Trout. A changeup down, just did not get it in enough. And Trout likes that ball down there. Zach Neto just way too fast, off on contact right there. No chance to throw him out at home.
And it brings up Taylor Ward. Well, you knew eventually one of those walks was going to hurt the Diamondbacks. And the fourth one was the one that scored. Here's the pitch now. Ward takes strike one. Big hole right side of the infield. As this 0-1. Ward takes off the corner. And a count even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Merrill now up to 58 pitches here. 59 pitches, actually.
Here's the 1-1. And there's the strike. It's now 1-2. How about the day right now by Kyle Stowers? 3 for 3 with 3 bombs.
I think he's seeing it pretty well. Probably excited about his first All-Star game. Going to leave 4 after this one.
And now the 1-2 is outside. He is playing against the team that traded him, the Orioles. And the Marlins in Baltimore have a 7-0 lead.
He's got 5 of those RBIs, if I'm not mistaken.
2-2 pitch from Kelly. And Ward swings, lifts it in the air, foul right side. We'll do it again. Well, Stowers at the plate right now, trying to be the second player this season to hit 4 homers in a game. And the 2-2. Ward reaches for that one, fouls it. Angels 1 and the D-backs nothing in this bottom of the third. It feels like every game of this series has moved at about a LA rush hour pace. Slow and deliberate.
That is a great way to put it.
And now Kelly will step off.
Seems like we've had high pitch counts every game. We've had high walks every game. We've had a ton of foul balls.
And now the pitch is swung on and missed. Ward strikes out for the second time today. The inning comes to an end, and for the Angels, they get a run on a walk and a 2-out base hit. And after 3, it's the Halos 1.
It is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's rated higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Oppo Taco.
I'm gonna guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a
home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one. A hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack. You know, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
At 11:45, Team President Derek Hall joins Bickley and Murata Thursday mornings at 7:45. The Skipper joins Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30. Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel, Arizona Sports 98.7, and the Arizona Sports app, the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Geraldo Perdomo leads off the top of the 4th inning. And Jose Soriano winds and throws. And missed outside for ball 1. Angels with a 1-0 lead. Perdomo, Naylor, and Suarez due up. Here's the 1-0. And Perdomo, who got hit by a pitch his first time up, takes another one in the sand. It's 2-0.
You said this before the game. Seems like the Diamondbacks have been chasing this entire series. Going to have to do it again here today.
The 2-0 pitch outside. 3 balls, no strikes to count. The damage right now is minimal. The D-backs with this offense, so you know they can erase a 1-0 lead in the blink of an eye. As this 3-0 pitch is high and away, ball 4 pitch walk, and let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
KMVP FM Phoenix.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
On the Arizona Sports app and on 98.7.
At Dignity Health, our team of orthopedic experts can help keep you in motion. Don't let joint pain put your life on pause. Visit dignityhealth.org/AZOrtho to learn more. Now that right there, a first pitch slider from Soriano, but it missed low. 1 ball and no strikes. Tuffy, Soriano, one of those rare guys who, as we mentioned, he started his career in the bullpen, only 1 season. As that one is swung on, ripped into left field, then opposite field base hit. As Perdomo made an aggressive turnaround second. Nobody was at third, but he'll shut it down. And the D-backs with a couple of guys on for Suarez.
It's a beautiful piece of hitting right there. What lefties should be trying to do against Soriano on that sinker, just shoot one the other way. You've had Neto playing up the middle a lot today, so that hole has generally been open.
And Suarez reached on an E5 his first time up, but usually when you ask guys who throw really hard to go to the rotation, one of 2 things happens. Their velo goes down, they get hit hard, or they still max effort everything. They're a little bit wild, and eventually their arm gives out. He has kind of defined that mold because he still throws with incredible force and velocity, but his ERA has gone down, his walk rate has gone down, his strikeout rate has also gone down. That is to be expected. But a lower ERA, a lower batting average against.
But the strikeout rate can go down when you're a starter if you're going deeper into the ball game and you get more ground balls.
Suarez goes after the first pitch. He swings right through it. And the count 0-1.
And we haven't seen the velocity dip at all today. He's still 97, 98 here in the top of the 4th inning.
Right-hander is ready. Small lead for Perdomo as the 0-1 is in the dirt. And the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. O'Hoppe throws out base stealers at about an 18% clip. It is just below his career average. However, Soriano, it's a very simple motion, and it's quick to the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Man, that is a nasty curveball. It's about 86, 87 miles an hour. And when you're throwing 97, 98, you have that big differential, 10 miles an hour, and it's a big breaker, too.
1-2 to Gino. Swung on, grounded to third. Oh, it's off the glove of Moncada again. Perdomo will round third and come home to score. And we are tied at 1 on the 2nd straight E5 off the bat of Suarez.
Moncada just kind of lackadaisical over there going after. We saw it yesterday as well. Just he comes in and it's an in-between hop, so he just swipes his glove at it. I mean, this ball right here had 2 written all over it, and now you got nobody out, and the Diamondbacks coming up here with 1st and 2nd once again, and a tie ball game.
I mean, what kind of vex has Suarez put on Moncada's glove? 2 routine plays that just about anyone at high A or above would make about 99 out of 100 times, and Moncada has botched both of them.
And it really just looks like it's, you know, a lack of effort, to be honest. I mean, he can make that play very easily, very talented, but just has not been able to make it.
1st and 2nd, nobody out. And that is going to bring up Gurriel. He stung it his first time. Unfortunately, It took a favorable deflection for the Angels and wound up being a double play ball. And now the first pitch here. Suarez, big swing, high pop up into left. And the shortstop Neto, straddling the foul line, makes the catch. It'll be a fair pop out. And unfortunately, both runners remain anchored at first and second, respectively.
First pitch breaking ball right there, and Gurriel, timing wise, was right on it, just underneath, skied that ball.
It brings up Thomas with one man out. And Soriano ready. He delivers, and Thomas takes off the edge at 98. 1 ball, no strikes. The Angels, with a victory, are trying to finish the first half with as many wins as losses. And for the Diamondbacks, they're just looking for a win to try and get things back to 3 under 500. As there's a swing and miss. Good curveball that time. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Many of these Diamondbacks, they're just using the All-Star break to stay either in Southern California, if not returning home. As that's a check swing foul. A place to just get away for the game, and you usually hear the same lines and monikers, Tuffy. Just refresh, recharge, but really for this group, I think they need to recover from what has been a both metaphorical and a literal bruising first half of the season. Just a 1-2, and that is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The only team that we've really seen be able to withstand the amount of injuries similar to what the Diamondbacks have has been the Los Angeles Dodgers. And with taxes involved, they're the only team in the history of baseball to spend over $400 million on their payroll. So it's not really a fair comparison.
Not at all. I mean, they have a major league team down in AAA.
And that is strike 3 called. A 2-2 off-speed pitch just locked up Thomas. And that's just the second strikeout for Soriano this afternoon.
Froze him with a backdoor curveball right there. Started on the outside corner, and it ended up right in the middle of the plate, but out of the hand, it looked like it was going to be a ball.
Blaze Alexander had our first hit of the game, presented by New Vision Auto Glass. New Vision and the Arizona Diamondbacks Foundation are teaming up to donate funds to veterans. With every hit this season as part of the Hits for Heroes program, and he's got another hit here. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Naylor will score. Suarez to third, and look at Alexander hustling to second with an RBI double.
Love to see this from Blaze. First at bat, he shot a sinker the other way. This one, he gets a first pitch breaking ball, and he stays on it really well. It's a hard line drive between short and third to bring in that run, get himself to second, Gino over to third.
First RBI this season, and it's a big one, as it now puts 2 in scoring position for Jose Herrera. Tuffy, he saw a lot of pitches from Soriano before he dropped that 3-2 bunt down. And now first pitch, check swing fair, grounder inside the third base line. That's going to bring home 2 as Jose scoots into second with a 2-run double.
Oh, baby, that is clutch right there, and it's nice for Jose. Like you mentioned, a little check swing here on a sinker that was up high, and he stops his barrel, I don't know, about a third of the way through the swing and perfectly places this right down the third baseline.
He sneezes out 2 runs with that check swing, and Tuffy, how much does that E5 by Moncada hurt now? 4-1 Diamondbacks lead, and Carroll, a huge swing and a first pitch sinker, is down to the count 0-1. Soriano ready. And now the right-hander's 0-1 pitch. Swung on, high fly, shallow left, long run for Ward towards the line, and he makes the catch in fair territory. And that will do it for the D-backs. 8 snakes come to the plate, 4 come home to score on 4 hits, a walk, and an E5.
Adele, Moncada, Ohapi, 5, 6, and 7 in the Angel.
To keep building.
That pitch has been a little erratic for him today.
And typically in 3-2 full counts, that's what he goes with. Because it looks like a fastball. Guys are ready for a fastball. And he gets a lot of weak contact or swings and misses.
Merrill walked 4 batters in his first start this year, way back at the end of March against the Cubs. He's matched that total here so far today through less than 4 innings. Moncada walked in the second. Cutter is in there for strike 1.
That's the miss from Kelly. We haven't seen in quite a while. He's floated a few of those changeups way wide.
There's another one, fouls it up right on the lines for strike 2. Looking for his 3rd consecutive strikeout, Merrill Kelly. And coming up on 80 pitches here with 1 out in the 4th.
Times in this mix, they've had a couple runs to the World Series. Here's Logan Ohapi. Outside of that, there's a swing and a foul. The American League East has changed hands quite a few times. Yankees won the pennant last year. Last couple seasons, the Orioles have won the division. Tampa Bay had a couple division wins in there as well. They also had a pennant run in the COVID-shortened season. As Ohapi takes high, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
In the AL and the NL Central, kind of gone back and forth right between a few different teams.
1-1 is off the target. It's 1-2. I say all that, 2-1. Because for the Angels, as much as they have struggled to make an impact, so has everyone in that division. The 2-1. As that is a check swing, no swing. And it came at a cost for the Astros, not the financial price that the Dodgers pay year in and year out to sort of buy their way towards the top. But they were awful for 3 years. I mean, putrid were the Astros, swinging a foul. They loaded up their farm system with not just top picks, but the top pick. And of course, that format has now changed with the MLB draft lottery, so you can't just stink your way towards the #1 overall pick year after year. 3-2. Swung on and fouled again. But by doing that, they have been able to sort of add to the margins and make some savvy decisions on which core pieces they let walk and which ones they re-sign. Correa is gone. Bregman is gone. They have filled in with some key young players like a Jeremy Pena, just named to the All-Star team, as this 3-2 again. Swung on that is a high fly ball. It's out to deep left field. Is the park going to hold it? McCarthy at the fence makes the catch. And the inning does come to an end. Well, Logan O'Hoppe testing the depths of Angel Stadium. But it is a scoreless fourth, and it sends us to the fifth, where the Diamondbacks lead at 4-1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
12 News is dedicated to the Diamondbacks. Tune in free over.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Never miss another D-backs conversation when you subscribe to the Arizona Sports YouTube channel. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app, the local sports leader and the home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Top of the fifth inning, just at the halfway point of the first half finale. The D-backs trying to extend their 4-1 lead. Chris Garagiola alongside Tuffy Gozowich on a warm and windy afternoon at Angel Stadium. First pitch, and McCarthy, who leads off, shows bunt, but he takes low. It is Angel Stadium, singular Angel, that hosts, I suppose, many Angels. It's not the Stadium of Angels, it's just the singular Angel.
But if you say Angels Stadium, most people understand what you're saying.
That's off the plate outside. 2 balls and no strikes. I just think it's an odd choice.
I agree. I've always written Angels Stadium, plural.
Same. Here's the 2-0. McCarthy looks at ball 3. Now the wind in, the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike. Fastball inner third. 3-1 the count. McCarthy is so far tonight 0 for 2. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hard hit ground ball, but it's right to the second baseman, Rengifo, who bellies up and throws to first in time.
Rengifo feeling that one because Jake hits this ground ball 105 and he caught it right in the chest. It looked like he fielded it more with his chest and his body than his glove even, but he stayed in front of that very nicely.
Here is Perdomo. Walked and scored back in the 4th inning. And the first pitch here is high and away for ball 1. That's been kind of a consistent miss I've noticed with Soriano, Tuffy. That sinker that he doesn't get on top of. And usually the high ones kind of flatten out. As this 1-0 is high again. It's another sinker that forgot to sink.
And it's really been a lot against lefties, right? When he's had the righties up there, he's made sure to get it down. He hasn't missed up and in. He hasn't hit anybody yet on the right side.
And now the pitch. There's a strike. Trying to remain in on Perdomo. Two and one the count. Soriano kicks, fires. And, he got crossed up with Ohapi. Ohapi went far to the outside, and then the slider broke back towards the middle. And he might have stopped that more with his chest protector than his glove.
Yeah, Ohapi reaches out thinking this is a fastball up and away, and it's actually a curveball comes back.
And that is going to be low, ball 4, the 3-1 curveball. And this down low, Perdomo with his second straight walk. It's only the second walk issued by Soriano, and the D-backs have a base runner with 1 out. And it brings up Josh Naylor.
Jerry on base 3 times today, a hit by a pitch in that first at-bat, now 2 walks. See if Naylor can take advantage right here, a single in his last at-bat.
And now Naylor, the pitch to him is off the plate away. 1 ball and no strikes. There's the 1-0. Oh, look out. Way out in front and somehow squeezes it in the Diamondback dugout on the ground.
Sent Torrey flying down the steps right there. It was right at him.
One pitch. Naylor cues it foul. Fair to say he was a bit out in front of the curveball.
He did the same thing the other night and got a knock from it, so he's been out in front of that curveball off speed all series. See if Jerry thinks about stealing right here. He's got a 1-2 count. Ohapi, you mentioned, just an average thrower, 18%. Soriano, decent time to home plate, but if Jerry gets a good jump, he's got a chance.
Soriano is set. And the right-handers 1-2. Naylor swings and fouls it straight back. With the 4 runs, the Diamondbacks are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Arizona Diamondbacks in Chase Field. One and 2 still. And Naylor swings at this one and bounces it off the plate, foul. Well, we learned yesterday, I believe, that Ronald Acuna Jr. not going to participate in the home run derby, and Matt Olson is going to be his replacement, trying to stick with the hometown theme. As now there's 1-2 once again instead of throw to first. I asked a few guys prior to the game today, did they even bother asking Suarez? I mean, did he have the opportunity to turn it down? And the answer was no. Apparently no one cares he has 31 first half home runs. As a 1-2, there's a swing. That ball is drilled out to deep left field. And Ward moving back makes the catch. Naylor put a great swing on that, flew out to deep left center field. And that's going to send Perdomo back. And here comes Suarez in those 31 first half homers.
Man, that was a nice swing right there. A 99, maybe 100-mile-an-hour sinker right there to Naylor, and he did a great job of staying on it and hitting a line drive out to left. Unfortunately, close enough for Ward.
D-backs 4, Angels 1. We're in the 5th. And Suarez, the first pitch to him, is taken for a strike. Runner at first, 2 outs. And Soriano, he throws. And this was hit in the air to shallow right. Long run for Lamont. Wade, he dives, he misses it. It gets under his glove and goes past him. Perdomo's going to round third and come home. And thank you very much, Gino Suarez, an RBI double. As the D-backs extend their lead, it's now 5-1.
Gino finding the holes today. A couple of errors. His first 2 at-bats, and this one just drops right in front of Wade, who tries to dive and catch this ball, but not able to get there. Another big add-on run for the D-backs.
78 RBIs for Suarez in the first half. Just incredible. And that brings up Gurriel. Seems to be seeing it out of Soriano's hand pretty well, as that first pitch is inside for ball 1. Would not be surprised to see Gurriel get his first hit of the afternoon. He hit it hard his first time up, wound up being a double play, and then he just missed it. Got underneath it, hit a towering pop-up, but he caught it on the barrel. As this 1-0 is a knee-buckling curve, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
His timing has certainly been on it both of the first 2 at-bats today, so we'll see if he can stay on another one here. Soriano, an even count.
1-1. And Gurriel takes low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tried the curveball again to Soriano.
And that's a nice take right there from Gurriel. He was ready to go the whole time, but that ball just dipped below the zone at the very end.
2-1. Soriano, a look at Suarez at second. Now he throws. And Gurriel takes slow again. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. And the big right-hander up to 81 pitches. He's just run into a buzzsaw of this offense. Really going back to the 4th inning, Tuffy. The payoff is low, ball 4. And that's going to be the 3rd walk issued by Soriano, the 2nd one in this inning, and I imagine Barry Enright is going to go and talk to his starter.
To your point about running into this offense, I mean, you just look at the at-bats that they've put together, right? You had the benefit of an error last inning from Moncada, but really the walk from Perdomo, Naylor with a nice single, Blaze Alexander with a great double, Herrera with the excuse me double. You've seen guys putting together quality at-bats, seeing pitches, and not chasing outside the zone.
The Mariners go into the break hot. They beat the Tigers 8-4. They're now 51-45. Cincinnati gets its 50th win of the season as they beat the Rockies 4-2. The Rockies with 74 first half losses. They are 22-74 going into the All-Star break. Mega, ultra, super ouch.
I mean, we thought last year we saw the record that wasn't going to be broken by the White Sox for losses in a season, and the Rockies are on pace to beat that.
Rockies with a hold my course. 0-1 on Alec Thomas. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And here comes the 0-1 in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Five to 1 is the lead for the Diamondbacks. And now Soriano. He unloads, and he missed low. 2 balls and a strike.
And we've really seen Soriano lose command here so far. He's at 85, 86 pitches, and only 48 strikes.
The 2-1, and that's not even close. If Thomas were a right-handed hitter, he'd need a new helmet. Instead, it's a 3-1 count. Connor Brogdon, the former Dodger, getting loose. And here comes the 3-1 pitch to AT. Swing and a foul tip. Full count.
Thomas ready to go right there, 3-1, trying to do damage. Now he's got to stay convicted to making sure he gets a strike here.
There go the runners. The 3-2 is swung on and fouled straight back. Well, Thomas has a chance to just deal a hammer blow to Soriano and the Angels. And let's see. Another 3-2 is going to have to wait, as Soriano thought Suarez might have been running early. Incorrect.
Just checking. I don't even think Neto had his glove on at that point, out at shortstop.
3-2. Swing and a foul. And that was the sinker. Thomas was so far out in front trying to catch it out in front. I talked to Candy about this a couple of weeks ago. That's the two ways to hit a sinker. You either beat it to the spot, or you basically keep your hands inside the baseball all the way through impact.
You got to catch it out front, or you got to make sure that you're driving it the opposite way.
Swing and a miss. Thomas chases one up and in. And that's going to do it for the Diamondbacks. But they get a run on 2 walks and a double by Suarez. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is now a 5-1 Diamondback lead. Back after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
19th, 2025. Enter for your chance to win. Text El Mayor to 76925. Award-winning El Mayor Tequila. Simply extraordinary. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 El Mayor Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Imported from Mexico exclusively by Luxco, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Celebrate summer at Chase Field with Kids Free Weekend presented by Wendy's. Kids 15 and younger can get a free ticket to the upcoming D-backs versus Cardinals games on the 18th through the 20th of July. All you got to do is go to dbacks.com/kids free. It's one of the best promos the D-backs have every year. As Lamont Wade Jr. leads off, and he swings through the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Again, 15 years old or younger. You got those freshmen, sophomore in high school, need something to do. Come to the ballpark. It's fun. Diamondbacks also pride themselves on being one of the most affordable venues across Major League Baseball. And the metrics they use is for a family of 4, mom, dad, couple kids. There's a swing by Wade. Fly ball to center. Not very deep. Coming in is Thomas. And underneath it, he makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down as that brings up Rengifo.
Bring the kids indoors for a ball game, you know? Come get some chicken fingers and fries. What's your go-to ballpark food, Chris?
I do enjoy a good tendered fry.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to be thrifty and nifty, just your classic hot dog. I prefer ketchup and relish. Hold the mustard. First one to Rengifo, and that is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. If I'm really just off the clock, if I'm trying to be really health conscious, probably just a beer.
Okay. Very health conscious.
There's a swing and miss, and that is going to make it a 1-1 count. Rengifo today is 0 for 1 with a line out to the right fielder Carroll.
Merrill at 91 pitches now really needs a quick one here if he wants any chance of going back out for the 6th.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Rengifo nearly got hit by the pitch. It was inside. He's now pointing to his dugout to suggest that maybe he was in fact hit by the pitch.
I feel like he might have been waving his finger that no, I was not hit. But you're still going to get Ray Montgomery saying, hold on.
And no check coming. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. And Kelly misfired with a changeup. 3-1. I mean, the D-backs want to give Kelly a position to walk out of here as the pitcher of record. But at 91 pitches, there's only so much rope as that is grounded to first. That'll help tremendously. It's gloved by Naylor. It goes to the bag. And that is in time for the second out of this inning.
That's exactly what he needed right there. Get that second out, 94 pitches. You got to get Neto, who you've walked twice already today, but you want to get him out of here with a chance to get the W if they're able to hold on to the lead.
Earn points for D-backs rewards on game tickets, exclusive merchandise, and more by shopping participating products at Fry's Food Stores. Visit frysfood.com/D-backs for details. And now the pitch, a called strike. Got a count on Neto at 0-2.
He hasn't really been close the first bats against Neto right here. Getting ahead of him with 2 great pitches. Got him down 0-2.
Hines is 0-2. Oh, just high. And now Kelly at 97 pitches. Looking more and more likely that this will be his last inning of work today. Neto has walked twice and scored once. A 1-2 pitch. Locked him up for strike 3 in a fine way for Kelly to finish his outing and likely his first half. He strikes out 6 Angels while allowing 1 run in 5 innings. And we move into the 6th. It is still the D-backs.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Wide. Own the dream. with Daniel's Jeweler.
Torey Lavello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Ray Montgomery, the interim manager for the Angels, is going to make a pitching change, and he has brought on the left-hander Jake Eder with a slew of lefties scheduled to come up. Diamondbacks, as always, this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Eder, 26 years old, a former fourth-round selection by the Miami Marlins out of Vanderbilt. And the first one here to Blaze Alexander. Swung on that. Is hit out to deep center field. And, oh, what a catch made by Adele. A Superman dive onto the warning track to rob Alexander of his third hit. That was a true web gem by Adele.
Oh, man, heartbreaker for Blaze Alexander. Took away at least a double, possible triple, and it was full extension out there in the left center gap. A beautiful swing by Blaze Alexander.
He did deserve better. And now here is Jose Herrera. And Eder's pitch is a fastball. And a missed tying away for ball one.
And didn't even have time to get to what Eder throws there. He swung at the first pitch. He's got a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a sweeper, and a slider. He mixes all four fairly equally.
And now that pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, just our final update on Kyle Stowers. He finished the day 5 for 5, 6 RBIs, 3 homers, and 4 runs scored. 3 balls, no strikes, the count after that fastball missed. And Herrera happy to draw his walk. Eder, who was just called up a couple days ago, he's only got 7 1/3 innings in his big league career, as that is going to be a strike. Most of that has been this year. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. So walks have been the thing that have really stood out in a very small sample size. D-backs lead 5-1 in the 6th inning. And the 3-1. Swung on and foul tipped.
Yeah, nothing crazy about what Eder throws. I mean, he has the fastball. The velocity is not crazy. Like most lefties, he has a solid changeup. He likes that second best.
3-2. And Herrera swung at ball 4, and he swung right through it. Eder gets the strikeout, and now 2 down for Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, just chased up and out of the zone there, did Herrera.
Soriano went 5 innings, and listen to this. 5 hits, 5 runs. Only 1 of those 5 runs was earned. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And now the first one to Carroll is swung on. That's a hard one-hopper to second. It knocks Rengifo back, but he picks it up and throws to first in time. And for Jake Eder, an unconventional 1-2-3, top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. D-backs lead the Angels 5-1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
New pitchers on for the Diamondbacks. Right-hander John Curtis takes over from Merrill Kelly. Called the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford is Sanderson Ford, and Nolan Shanuel goes after the first pitch from the righty Curtis. The day is done for Merrill Kelly. 1 run allowed in 5 innings, just 1 hit surrendered, 4 walks, however, and 6 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1, and Shanuel, high chopper, foul, first base side. And that is going to make it 0-2. Interesting how the Angels have a few on-field level suites that extend just beyond the Diamondback dugout. It's a little rectangle, almost like a second dugout that jets out where fans sit, and I don't believe they are protected by netting over there.
They are not protected by netting at all. They have the wall in front of them, but it only goes up to, about the waist high.
1-2 the counts. You really have to be on your toes. Screaming line drives, but definitely a unique place to see a ball game as Shanuel reaches for that one and fouls it out of play.
Also on a day like today, it seems like a little heat box. Personally, I'm not sure. It's very cool down there on the field today, surrounded by cement.
1-2 is swung on and fouled away.
John Curtis in here. We saw him in San Diego one time, just 1 inning, 4 batters faced, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, did a good job.
And Curtis's pitch, that is a tomahawk swing foul. I think Shanuel believes that Curtis has nothing he can throw, that he'll swing and miss. And he has responded by essentially swinging at everything that Curtis throws up there. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Curtis in his 6th appearance. This one swung on. That's lifted high and foul right side.
And Curtis has a 3-pitch mix. He's got a 4-seam fastball he throws the majority of the time, and then he throws a cutter and a slider off of that. So everything he throws is really going into a left-handed hitter, nothing fading away.
The 1-2 from Curtis is reached for and hit out to fairly deep right. Put hooking around it is Carroll, and he makes the catch.
You said it. Shanuel just continued to swing and swing and swing, and Curtis got him out in front right there on a slider.
And that brings up the DH, Mike Trout, who already has an RBI today. Trout, a walk and a single. And Curtis into his windup. The first pitch is a strike. So he is now up to 995 career RBIs. As this 0-1 is in the dirt.
Trout's been locked in this series against the Diamondbacks. They've pitched around him several times, but he's got a hit in each game. He's got a walk in each game. Had a homer last night. RBI single today.
Seems like the pitch comm has stopped working, and Curtis signaling he needs a new one. But for all of the success that Mike Trout has had on an individual level, and believe me, there's a ton of it, one of the things he's nowhere near close to and will not achieve, 3,000 hits. He is barely past the halfway point at 1,705 for his career.
That's, it feels like that has a lot to do with the last 4 or 5 seasons, right, of limited playing time. That's cost him at least a few hundred hits.
Played 29 games last year. He played 82 games in 23. He played in 36 games in 21. I mean, he's basically played 2 seasons in the last 5. As that's a swing and a foul. And maybe not even that. Maybe like a season and a half over a 5-year period. As the DH is down to the count 1-2. On deck is Taylor Ward. D-backs still lead at 5-1. As this is 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Curtis strikes out Trout for the second out of the inning.
Man, that was a nice pitch right there. Looked like a 4-seam fastball just on the outside corner. Trout late on it, not able to catch up.
City of Hope is revolutionizing cancer care with life-saving speed. Here in the Valley with dedicated experts, targeted treatments, and appointments available in as little as 24 hours. Learn more by going to cityofhope.org. Now the pitch, and Ward looks at a second called strike. And the left fielder's behind 0-2. Curtis winds, he throws, and Ward takes upstairs. 0-2 with 2 strikeouts is Ward. And the 1-2. Too high again.
D-backs have done a nice job overall this series, keeping Ward in check. Just has 1 hit, a double. You mentioned those 2 punch-outs already today.
2-2. Just outside. And Curtis, who was ahead 0-2, has now filled up the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff is swung on and sprayed foul to the right. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Curtis delivers. Swing and a miss. The hat trick for Ward. He's down on strikes for the 3rd time. And Curtis strikes out 2 in a 1-2-3 6th. We make our way into the 7th, and it's all Diamondbacks as they lead at 5-1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs radio network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Stream D-backs on deck, then catch up on breaking news, weather, and exclusive content. All available anytime on 12+. It's baseball season in Arizona. 12 News, the official broadcast home of your Arizona Diamondbacks.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Jake McCarthy, top of the 7th inning. And Jake Eater is still on the mound for the Angels. The tall lefty's first pitch is a strike. And the count is 0-1. The MLB draft going to get started here just a few minutes, Tuffy. As the 0-1 is swung on and missed. D-backs have the 18th pick. I'd like to think they'll be able to make that selection by the time we are, say, in the 9th inning, but can't make any promises.
They like to take their time in between picks here in the first round.
Here's the 0-2. And McCarthy takes a curveball. 1-2 the count now. Slade Caldwell, their first-round pick last year. 1-2. Grounded foul by McCarthy, who so far in this game is over 3. He's put it on the ground thrice. The wind and the 1-2. And McCarthy swing and a miss.
Got him with the sweeper right there. Doesn't throw it very often, but that was a perfectly located one right on the outside corner. Can't do it any better than that if you're Jake Eder.
1 out for Perdomo, who has walked twice and has been hit by a pitch. Well, that is going to help the on base. And now that pitch is a called strike. And this one is outside. Change up at 85 miles an hour. And that's going to make it 1-1. Eder has shrugged the shoulders into his windup. And this 1-1. Swing and a miss. Change up that time. Fooled Perdomo. It's 1-2.
First pitch of the at-bat was good fastball at 96. And then he kind of just threw a terrible changeup up and away, but went right back to it and threw a good one.
The 1-2. High chopper to first, right next to the bag. Shanuel gloves and toe taps first base. Just like that, 2 down. Well, it's going to bring up Naylor. Tuffy Eder's come into this game. He's thrown strikes. He's worked ahead and has a lot of base runner.
I mean, he's done a good job locating. He's been throwing strikes, but that right there is a perfect example of playing with different speeds, right? Speeds him up early, slows him down with the changeup, and then speeds him up again late. Perdomo behind on the fastball.
Naylor with 2 outs and a 5-1 lead. Takes the fastball off the plate away. Well, before his injury, Eder was in the more 94 to 95 range with his fastball. And you hear all the time guys who get Tommy John, sometimes they come back throwing harder than ever, as this is a towering pop-up just in front of the plate. And the first baseman, Shanuel, couldn't have played it any better. Shielded the sun with his glove. He makes the catch. And for Eder's second straight 1-2-3 this time. And top up is 7. 5-1, Diamondbacks lead. Stretch time in Anaheim.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Most money. Find ways to save at aps.com/brighter.
Watch all D-backs games both live and on demand with the D-backs TV subscription. Start your 7-day free trial today by registering at D-backs TV. Visit dbacks.com/watch to learn more.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Bottom of the seventh means the seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Arizona Complete Health, transforming the health of the community one person at a time. And Tuffy, the Diamondbacks, look, tough first couple games in this series, but they have cleaned up their act here in this finale, and right now have a 5-1 lead, as it looks like Anthony DeSclafani is now taking over on the mound for the Diamondbacks.
I really like the way that Merrill Kelly battled, right? He did not have the command, did not have the stuff that we saw in San Diego, right? But this is the game of baseball. He goes 7 strong in San Diego, gives up a solo homer, and gets the loss. Right now in a position still to get the win, even though it was not his sharpest day.
Well, I thought it was DeSclafani. Turns out it's more John Curtis, and nobody up here is going to complain about that. He had a 1-2-3 inning back in the 6th, and he will face Joe Adell to get it started in the 7th. Talking Stick Resort Playcation is back. Stay and play with rates as low as $129. Well, if you're Curtis, just keep doing what you've been doing. Fill up the strike zone. You'll get some swing and miss. Otherwise, let that defense work behind you. First one swung on. Hit out to deep right. Carroll hustling back. He's got to play it off the top of the right field wall. And Adell into second with a leadoff double.
Well, Adell not waiting around at all. Struck out his first 2 at-bats, getting deep into counts. And this one, he is just ready to jump on that first pitch heater.
And it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter for Yohan Moncada. And Kevin Newman takes over. So you could look to the defense by Moncada in this game, and that's kind of the big reason why the D-backs are in front 5-1.
It really was the catalyst for that 4th inning when they put 4 runs on the board.
First pitch, Newman, and he takes upstairs for ball 1. Well, the draft is officially underway. The Nationals on the clock with the first overall pick. As this 1-0 swung on and fouled. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little bit different, the timing of the draft now is part of like a kickoff to the All-Star break. As Curtis seems to be having another issue with his pitch comm. He had to change one out in the previous inning. It looks to be maybe on his way to doing the same here in this 7th. But of course, you know, the timing used to be the draft was like right during the College World Series. And of course, as these high picks get even more money beyond the egregious sums they get through NIL, guys just weren't playing out of fear of injury that might affect their draft status, their signing bonuses. So it makes much more sense to do this at the end of the college postseason.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a little bit more of an event where people will watch it on TV. You know, I think that you'll get the diehard baseball fans will watch this draft and see who their team gets.
Curtis ready, the 1-1 to Newman, swung on, and a 1-hopper to short. It's picked up by Perdomo. He throws to first in time, and that was not a good base running decision by Joe Adell. He thought maybe the liner could have been caught. He retreated to second, and instead that 1-hopper was hit behind him. He could have easily gotten to third.
Yeah, this right here is a situation where he thinks that Perdomo might be able to catch it in the air, but that's one reason as a base runner on second, you always have to be aware of where the infielders are playing behind.
First pitch is off the plate outside. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Well, Hoppy is 0 for 2. The Angels still have a total now of 2 hits after that double by Adell. As there's a swing and miss. And the count even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander ready. A 1-1 and fouled it away.
Oh, Hoppy here has taken some monster hacks against Curtis. He's got 17 homers on the year. He's got some power. The walks have not been there. The average has not been there, but he has some juice.
And here comes the 1-2 pitch. in the dirt, knocked down by Herrera. Excellent block to prevent that runner from getting to third. And look, as stagnant as the Angels offense has looked at 4 runs, you're a couple knocks away from being right in this game. That's an important run at second base.
That's a great job by Herrera keeping that ball in front. You're right. A man on third and 1 out. All it takes is a sac fly.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, high fly towards the left field corner. It's hit pretty deep. It's hooking foul, and foul it goes. Just a long strike.
Curtis has had O'Hoppe out in front. He hasn't thrown him many off-speed pitches. Mostly 4-seamers, a couple of cutters. See if he goes down and away right here. Slows it down with the slider.
And now Curtis is going to call Herrera to a mound visit so they can figure out exactly what pitch to throw here with a 2-2 count.
Here, it's good idea by Curtis. I don't think they've used a mound visit yet. Slow things down a little bit. Make sure Herrera knows exactly what he wants to throw right here.
D-backs going to get somebody up and throwing now in the pen. Looks like that might be Kevin Ginkel. Curtis ready. 1 out, runner at second. And the 2-2 pitch to Logan O'Hoppe is swung on and hit to right, playable. Carroll behind it, makes the catch. Comes up firing to Perdomo, the cutoff man. And Joe Adell at third now with 2 outs.
And I know we talk about it a lot, but that play right there could have been a sac fly if Adell had gotten to third.
But he didn't. And now a chance for another scoreless inning. First pitch. And Lamontway Jr. takes off the plate for ball 1. Well, the Nationals have selected with the first overall pick Eli Willits, the high school shortstop from Oklahoma. And now that pitch to Wade is also high. 2 balls and no strikes. I don't think a lot of people were expecting Willits to be taken first overall. Certainly a first rounder. And now that pitch is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. And some of the folks on MLB Network describe Willits as kind of like an Geraldo Perdomo. Solid defense, not explosive, but makes all the plays with a great eye and a good understanding of the strike zone. As that 3-0 is off the plate away, ball 4, 4-pitch walk.
And you take a high school shortstop, athletic kid, right? Teams like that because they know that they can transfer them to other positions, right? Usually the most athletic guys, so you can move them all around the field.
He's the 3rd shortstop out of high school taken in the last 6 years, going back to Royce Lewis, the Twins, then Jackson Holliday back in 2022, and now Willits, 17 years old. But anyways, enough about the Nationals are doing. We'll give you some updates if the Diamondbacks make their pick, the 18th overall selection, while this game is still going on. More importantly, D-backs lead this first half finale 5-1. And the Angels have first and second, 2 outs.
And this is a big out right here for John Curtis to get. You got Rengifo coming up. He's been swinging the bat well as of late. June and July, he's hitting just under 300. Started off slow this year, but he's been a better hitter as of late, and you want to keep this lead right here at 5-1.
Runners on the corners here for the Angels. Rengifo is 0 for 2. And the pitch by Curtis is swung on and lifted into shallow right. In comes Carroll, battling the sun. He's got it. And Curtis, another scoreless inning, struts off the mound as we have played 7 in Anaheim. We make our way into the 8th. And the D-backs with...
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the 2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is oppo taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Gino Suarez leads off the 8th inning, and Jake Eater's first pitch is slider that missed low and inside. 5-1 is the Diamondback lead in this series finale. And the left-hander Eater is 1-0. Swing and a miss. Took a huge rip. And the count even at 1-1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. And a check swing foul by Suarez. It's 1-2.
Suarez with a couple of ground balls to third. His first two at-bats ended up being errors on Moncada, and then that nice double last time that Wade dove for in right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, I said I wouldn't give you any more updates on the draft that aren't the Diamondbacks, just one more. As the 2-2 is inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Angels, who the Diamondbacks are currently playing, have the 2nd overall pick, and they just took right-handed pitcher Tyler Bremner out of UC Santa Barbara. Here's the 3-2, and that is inside ball 4. Leadoff walk drawn by Suarez. And a good start for the Diamondbacks here in this 8th inning. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a draft expert. If Mike Farron were here, he'd be able to speak with much more authority on the subject matter. But just from some glossing over, it seemed like Bremner was one of those guys outside of the top 3 best arms in the draft. Seemed to be a little bit of a consensus. Cade Anderson, one of them out of LSU. Liam Doyle out of Tennessee. There's a Q shot grounder foul towards first. And then Jamie Arnold, the lefty stud out of Florida State. They were kind of a consensus, could be taken the top 5. So to see Bremner, I mean, maybe they're just trying to be a little bit loyal, get a UC guy with the, I mean, I don't know, man. It's the Angels.
Yeah, a lot of these teams, though, at the top, they have an allotment, right, that they're allowed to spend in the draft. So sometimes what they'll do is they'll pick a guy who's supposed to go later on down, and they'll pay him a little underneath whatever that slot value is for his pick.
0-1, and Gurriel slaps it foul right side. It's now 0-2.
And what that allows them to do is have more money in their pool later in the draft, so maybe they can overspend in the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th round and get somebody that they might not have been able to otherwise.
This one grounded to first again. Gurriel seems like he has just a determination to hit this ball to right field.
He is really letting it get deep here. He has twice just taken balls that are almost all the way to his fists and hit him down that right field line.
0-2 pitch, and that one high. 1-2. 5-1 Diamondbacks, nobody out. And the 1-2 to Lourdes is swung on and popped up shallow center. Tough play for Adele, and he can't reach it. That is down for a base hit. Rengifo, the second baseman, maybe had the best look, but took a tough route. And that's going to fall as now the D-backs have 2 on and nobody out for Thomas.
This is a good pitch by Eder, a changeup off the outside corner. Joe Adele with a really bad break on this ball. He takes 2 steps back into his left to start, and if he comes in on that ball immediately, he probably catches it standing up.
Now Thomas takes just off the corner, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0, and Thomas takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Been a tough afternoon for Thomas. A soft ground out to second and 2 strikeouts. D-backs at first and second, nobody out. They got a 5-1 lead in the 8th, and they're looking to put some real distance between themselves and the Angels and secure this victory to fend off the sweep. The left-hander Eder ready. The 1-1. Thomas drops a bunt down perfectly right in front of the plate. It's picked up by Ohapi, and he throws to first in time. A sacrifice that's going to put Suarez to third and Gurriel to second.
This is a great bunt by Thomas, almost a hit here. Ohapi makes a nice play, comes out, catches it, or picks it up, spins and fires to barely get him at first.
And now a chance for Blaze Alexander. Guy's been on a heater today. 2 for 3, should be 3 for 3. And the infield is in for the Angels. The first pitch from Eder is a fastball that missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Got him out in front on the changeup right there. Just a good pitch. Eder has that long arm swing. So he's that big, tall lefty, long arm swing. So when you see it come out, the fastball has some good life, and that changeup just feels like it never gets there.
Swing and a foul tip. And the count is 1-2. Now, he's just trying to battle here as Alexander. He already got his first RBI of the season. Now he's looking for his second. Infield remains in. 1 out. And Eder's 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. High slider, inside corner, and enough to strike out Alexander. 2 down.
That is a tough one. It feels like Blaze takes a tough pitch just above the zone right here, but slider just caught the top, and unfortunate there for Blaze.
Here's Herrera. Herrera is 1 for 2 with a double and a sac bunt. He's got 2 RBIs, and he swings at the first pitch and he pops it up. Going over is Shanuel, and with room makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 8th inning. Second and third, only 1 out. They failed to score. When we go to the bottom of the 8th, still at 5.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Kids Free Weekend is back. When the St. Louis Cardinals visit Chase Field starting on July 18th, kids get in free courtesy of Wendy's. Secure your tickets now at dbacks.com/kidsfree.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
We go into the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Diamondbacks are going to bring in right-hander Kevin Ginkel. Call to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Tuffy Ginkel has been so much better for the Diamondbacks as of late. I know the overall season numbers are still not going to be super flattering, but for the right-hander, he's got a 5-1 lead to try and defend at the top of the order for the Angels. And Ginkel scoreless in 4 of his last 5 outings on the road. Trying to make it 5-6 as he works to Neto. And the first pitch is too high for ball 1.
And we saw Ginkel twice in San Diego. Got the save there the first night. Had a clean inning. An incredible catch by Jake McCarthy there to rob a home run. And then got another clean inning the next, or 2 days later.
Neto's swing and miss on the 1-0 pitch. Two walks and a strikeout for the Angels shortstop. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a deflection foul. 1-2.
Ginkel still with the same 2-pitch mix. Throws the 4-seam fastball and the hard slider off of that. Fastball mid-90s. Slider mid to upper 80s.
1-2. Ginkel ready. And here's the pitch. Swung on, hard hit, ground ball. That's a base hit. It's past Perdomo into left center field. And the leadoff single will bring up Nolan Shanuel.
Neto stayed on this slider right here, not fooled, and hits a bullet just to the left of second base there. He was thinking 2 out of the box, but a good job by Thomas to get over.
Shanuel today has been held off the bases. And a bunt attempt up the third base line, and it just rolls foul.
Had the shift on for Shanuel, so trying to take advantage of that. He bunted it very hard. All he had to do was keep it fair right there with Gino playing over. It was going to be a base hit no matter what. Now Gino comes in with 1 strike here just to make sure he doesn't try again.
0-1. And Shanuel swings. Sends a shallow fly to left. Hustling in McCarthy to make the catch. Neto retreats to first, and for Ginkel, really just trying to flood the strike zone here, and he's getting some early swings from these aggressive Angel hitters.
Yeah, the Angels have shown to be fairly aggressive the entire series, and Ginkel, you got a 4-run lead. Obviously, you got the top of the order of dangerous hitters, especially here with Mike Trout coming up.
D-backs with a 5-1 lead. First pitch, Mike Trout, swing and miss. And again, they're trying to be aggressive here, jump on some early strikes. Nothing in 1 the count. Ginkel fires, and Trout takes up and in.
They continue to go hard in against Trout. The first one, 95. More middle of the plate. That one up and in for a ball. Trout turned out of the way.
There comes the 1-1. And Trout takes just off the plate low. 2-1 the count.
That was a good slider right there from Ginkel. See if he doubles up on it or tries to go back to something hard.
The 2-1. And Trout takes a called strike. He didn't like it. Fastball right at the top of the zone. The count is all square at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Trout swinging a foul. And we'll do it again. So far, Angels have 3 hits on the day. Obviously, the leadoff single of this 8th inning by Neto. The first hit of the night was the RBI base hit by Mike Trout. That was back in the 3rd, the only inning the Angels have scored. There goes the runner. The pitch is taken, and the throw to second is not in time. And Neto is in there with his 17th stolen base of the season.
Getting up a little bit slow from that slide into second base. It was kind of an old school hook slide. He goes in with the left foot, and as he gets to second base, he keeps his left foot on it, but he continues to slide, really stretches out that left leg.
Two balls, 2 strikes on Trout. He's bidding for another RBI. And the pitch way outside, ball 3, full count.
You don't want to put anybody on here with a free pass, but you also need to be careful here.
And now time called. And Trout is pointing. He's wondering if the clock hits 0. And that is a pitch clock violation. And Edwin Moscoso, the home plate umpire, is just walking straight over to the Diamondback dugout and going to explain that, look, the clock was at double zeros.
When Trout saw it, we thought somebody called time, but it must have just been Moscoso saying, hey, time, that was pitch clock violation. But Trout backed up and started talking to him immediately, so it was hard to tell.
Taylor Ward with 2 on and only 1 out. 5-1 Diamondbacks. And this pitch is dropped in there for a strike. Ginkel started him off with a slider, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1. Ward swing and a miss. And the count now at 1-2. Pardon me, 0-2.
It's a big situation right here for Kevin Ginkel. They've pitched Ward very tough today. He's got 3 punch-outs. Ginkel ahead here, 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch. And Ward takes slow and outside. Went back to that slider.
Nothing but sliders so far to Ward. 3 straight.
Ginkel looking for a strikeout. The 1-2. And it's going to be low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Another slider there, 4th in a row. Does not want to come in with the heater. See if he surprises him here with the fastball. Probably going to elevate if he throws the heater.
Step into check. Two pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled away.
A lot of pitches already here for Ginkel. Now at 17 with 1 out. Men on first and second.
2-2. Swung on and fouled again. Still first and second. And another 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him with a heater.
And the fourth punch out today of Taylor Ward. A perfectly located fastball right on the outside corner.
That's a massive second out to get if you are Ginkel. And now Jose Herrera going out and having a mound visit. I just wonder if he thinks that maybe Neto has picked up on something and is trying to maybe funnel in some information to the hitter from second base.
Yeah, it's interesting. You're not sure if he's talking to him about the pitches. I mean, he's using the pitch comm with Ginkel, so if he was getting anything from second base, it would either be on Herrera where he sets up, they might be giving away location, or getting it somehow from Ginkel, maybe in his glove or some way that he's setting up differently.
Well, here is Joe Adell. First and second, 2 down in a 5-1 game. And first pitch, and Adell takes a slider just off the plate. Neto singled and Trout walked before the called strikeout of Taylor Ward. And now the 1-0, swung on, and that is barreled to deep center. Thomas is going back, and now onto the track, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Angels. In the bottom of the 8th. They threaten but don't score, and we move into the 9th inning. Diamondbacks 5, the Angels 1 on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
DanielsJewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's DanielsJewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Tuffy, we have arrived at the 9th inning of this first half finale. At the top of the order coming up for the Diamondbacks, beginning with Corbin Carroll. D-backs with a 5-1 lead. And Jake Eater's first pitch is swung on by Carroll and fouled.
I'm sure the D-backs would love to add on a run or two here. You're up by 4, you like the lead, but it never hurts to add on.
Here's the 0-1. Carroll takes outside. Major League Baseball is taking over the ATL with the game's biggest events. The action begins with the T-Mobile Home Run Derby on ESPN July 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern. 1-1. Carroll swings and pops this one foul. That'll get over the netting. After the Home Run Derby, be sure to catch the 95th MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard on Tuesday, July 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox. And you will see Diamondbacks Corbin Carroll, Eugenio Suarez, and more importantly, starting second baseman for the National League squad, Ketel Marte. As this 1-2, swing and a miss. And Carroll is going to jog down to first. The throw beats him. It'll be a strikeout, 2-3 put out.
And Eater's been tough on these lefties so far. They have not been able to pick up that slider. And once again, that's what he saw right there for strike 3.
That brings up Jake McCarthy. Left on left. First pitch, McCarthy looks at a strike. Five to 1 D-backs. Haven't scored since the 5th. We're in the 9th. As there's a swing and miss, and the count is 0-2.
McCarthy due for a hit. Nothing going today. Punch out his last time up.
Now a swing, ground ball left side. Here is Newman, the former Diamondback. His throw is off target. It ricochets off the netting of the Diamondback dugout, and McCarthy will pick up the ball and run to second. Of course, meant that metaphorically. His football days are behind him, and thanks to the base hit and the throwing error by Newman, the D-backs have a runner at second with only 1 out.
Well, you take him any way you can get him, and he hits this off the cup of the bat on a slider. Newman comes up, tries to make a running play. Never really had a chance with the speed of McCarthy, and this ball, like you said, got halfway down that right field line.
Now let's see what Perdomo can do. Just a 4-run game. D-backs lead 5-1. And Eater's pitch taken for a strike. That's a heater right on the corner. He's done a pretty good job in this one, Tuffy, living on the edges with that fastball.
He's really located everything. I mean, he's done a great job. He's mixed up speeds. He's thrown all 3 pitches.
And that one almost got away from O'Hoppe. The count is now even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is low to Perdomo. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's also tough when you don't see teams very often. I mean, Jake Eater doesn't have much big league time right now in general, but when you don't see a team very often, you haven't seen the pitcher, it's tough to pick up his stuff.
Step and a check. McCarthy, nothing doing there. Two balls, 1 strike, the count. Top of the 9th. And Eater's pitch swung on. That's fouled straight back. Evens things up at 2-2. Another 2-2 from the lefty is swung on, and a little corkscrew foul to the right.
Just continuing to battle here is Perdomo, fighting some well-located pitches off from Eater, trying to bring in that 6th run for the Diamondbacks.
Another 2-2. Perdomo fouls that one off his foot. In the bottom of the 9th, the Angels will send up Newman, O'Hoppe, and Lamont Wade Jr. Two balls, 2 strikes. Perdomo is being a pest right now as this one swung on and again fouled away. Just having a hard time timing up that 4-seam fastball.
He's been late on everything, and Eater's been locating it right on the inside corner, and when he doesn't, he's throwing a good off-speed pitch somewhere down in the zone.
Another 2-2. This is a pop-up, and it should stay in the park. And Sean Ewell on a back pedal will make the catch. And now there are 2 outs, and here comes Naylor.
Long battle by Perdomo there, 9-pitch at bat, but Eater never gave in.
Five to 1, Diamondbacks lead. Naylor trying to finish his day with a base hit and an RBI. And here it is. Naylor takes a strike. Well, the biggest hit today for the Diamondbacks might have been the littlest swing by Jose Herrera. As this 0-1 is a check swing and did not go. But that check swing produced a 2-run double, which right now, that's our launch of the game inspired by Honeywell. Honeywell, the future is what we make it. We'll call it a soft launch.
I like that.
Eater, his 1-1 pitch to Naylor is swung on. That is a towering pop-up down the right field line. The second baseman, Rengifo, is there and backpedaling. He will also make the catch. The inning comes to an end, and that's going to do it here for the Diamondback offense this afternoon. Last chance for the Angels. They need 4 to tie. They need 5 to walk it off when we come back on.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Visit forthepeople.com or an office near you.
Daniels Jewelers is the official sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Stop by any Daniels locations and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. And at Daniels Jewelers, everyone is approved for credit. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It is the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Diamondbacks trying to hang on to a 5-1 lead and prevent the sweep by Anaheim. Call to the bullpen is brought to you by Sanderson Ford. The best play in a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford, and here is Kendall Graveman on to pitch. A 34-year-old ready, and his first one to Kevin Newman is dropped in there for his strike. Bottom part of this order coming up for the Angels. Because now that one is also a fastball, but this one missed low and away. 1-1 the count.
And if you're Kendall Graveman up by 4 right here, use that really good sinker, throw a lot of strikes.
And that one low, 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Really trying to force contact here in this situation, make them hit their way on.
Graveman ready, the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, Newman grounds it foul, third base side. And the count is even at 2-2. No replay reviews in this one, but as always, our reviews brought to you by Planet Fitness. Get fit for less than $15 a month. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, soft ground ball to second. Blaze has it on a hip-high bounce and throws out Newman, 1 down.
That's all you're looking for in this situation. Sinkers, make them hit the ball. You're going to get a lot of ground balls if you're Kendall Graveman. You got a really good mid-90s sinker.
Now the pitch, grounded left side. It's Perdomo. Long throw on his backhand, and and he got him. What a nice play by Perdomo.
Man, I thought he might have taken a little bit too much time there after he picked this ball up. It's a beautiful backhand, and he sets his feet and just fires a bullet over there to get Logan O'Hoppe by half a step.
That right there, your cool play of the game, brought to you by Chaz Roberts. Go to chazroberts.com for Arizona's leader in heating, plumbing, cooling, and caring. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42. Lamont Wade Jr. takes the first pitch he sees outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. And the D-backs still with that 5-1 lead. Now the pitch. Wade takes a strike. One and one the count. And here's the pitch. Swung on. That one is fouled. That's going to make it 1-2.
Good changeup right there. Wade out in front. Now you just speed him up again. Go ahead and throw that hard fastball.
1-2. Ooh, it just missed. A fastball upstairs. 2-2 the count. Nobody on here for the Angels. This to wrap up the first half. It's swung on. It's hit to left center. And Thomas is there. He makes the catch, and that is your ball game. The Diamondbacks win the finale by a final score of 5-1. They prevent the sweep. And though it has been a frustrating first half of baseball for the Diamondbacks, they will go into the All-Star break with a win in hand. Once again, your final, it's the D-backs 5 and the Angels 1. Tuffy and I will wrap it up right after this on the Morgan & Morgan D-backs Radio Network.
Hey, D-backs fans, Dr. Jay Schwartz, the Team Eye Doctor for your Arizona Diamondbacks.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.